Okay, Karen, I'll screw it up.
Nice.
I'd like to call the November 18th Board of Education Workshop regular meeting to order. Can I please have a moment of silence? Flag salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, everyone, I am standing in for Claire. She's going to be a little bit late tonight. Roll call, Mrs. Bertagno.
Mr. Statovich, Mrs. Dwyer, Mr. Garino,
Here.
Mrs. Jurgensen, Mr. Lippy,
Here.
Mrs. Marquardt, here, Mrs. Ricano,
Here.
Mrs. Van Dyke, here, Mrs. Lockwood.
Dr. Kitchen, District Administration Report.
Yes, so we got a few things on here this evening. I'm going to start by congratulations to all of our fall programs. I know that Marina's going to probably go in much more detail than I am, but I do think that we had a really successful fall. Part of the reason Claire's late this evening is she was supporting our soccer team, who have gone farther than they ever went before. Really close game. They were about 20 minutes away from heading to the overall group finals. But they lost this evening, but they had a great season. Field hockey, great season. Football, great season. Marching band, great season. It's just really a special year and a special senior class. So congratulations to our fall programs. Budget meetings are getting started. Mrs. Bertagno, you want to mention something about that?
Yep, I just wanted to let everyone know that the budget process for 26-27 has started. The system's open for all of our district administrators to start putting in all of their, I say it repeatedly, their needs versus their wants for the school year coming up. And we'll start those meetings December 1st, and they'll run through the whole month.
Our book club, we've got an update on that. So you've heard of our book club for the Anxious Generation, and I'm really excited to kind of be moving forward on that. Dan, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, just a brief update that we are meeting with our administrative team this week, and we're going to be putting groups together and then getting that communication out. And the families and participants who volunteered to be part of the club, they should expect an invitation this week from their group leader, and we're talking about how that process is going to work and what it's going to look like, and how we're going to most likely bring all of those small groups back together again for a culminating event to talk about the book and talk about the impact of some of the initiatives that we currently have going on in the district with the cell phone, talking about bell-to-bell cell phone ban and those types of things. So we've seen great success at the high school, so kudos to our high school administration and staff and students for really understanding what the initiative is all about and why we needed to work in this regard. We had 80 responses, so we've got a great turnout. So those people who volunteered should expect an invitation this week from their group leader.
We may even have the ability to use some grant funding, to be determined if we're going to be able to, but be able to use some grant funding to help support the purchase of those books, to help expand this book club a bit. And for those of you, a couple of our board members are also with us in our SRT meetings, and there was a lot of excitement, I thought, out of the SRT group, represented from the different buildings over they had a lot of questions, and I think they were really motivated by the excitement that Dan and I had for the book and all the implications of that. So really something that's exciting. And then last thing we have is conference structure. Just wanted to sort of reiterate where we're going with that. Then I'll throw it to you on this one too.
Yeah, just a little reminder, a public announcement that we have on our district calendar 2 periods of conference structure, conference schedules. On Monday and Tuesday next week, our middle school and high school will be holding their conferences. Invitations have gone out. Families are already signing up for time slots. And then in in January would be our elementary parent-teacher conferences. And sorry, I don't have the date offhand. That is...
It's the first Monday and Tuesday, like the 5th.
Yeah, it's the 12th and 13th of January, where we'll be holding our elementary conferences. So middle school and high school families should be, checking their email. If they didn't see the link yet, the link brings them to a series of staff calendars where you can sign up for your child's teacher and have a conference schedule. One of the things that we've wanted to discuss tonight was although our elementary staff and families aren't going to have parent-teacher conferences next week, we are going to be sharing some data points. So families should expect a school messenger message from me with the SMORE newsletter that we've been using, and it's going to reveal instructions on how to look at students' diagnostic results for iReady. It's also going to share the things that we did for the New Jersey universal screening mandate and the literacy tasks that we've done, and students who end their scores on those literacy tasks, as well as students who went to the next level of literacy evaluation for a dyslexia screening. So those are things that we are sharing with families next week. We are also preparing one of the things we've been talking about, most particularly this year and last, was about chronic absenteeism. We have a couple schools that were, addressing it through some action plans in their buildings. We are going to be sending a analysis or comparison to every family with our K-5 data release regarding the child's attendance versus their grade level peers across the district and the percentage of the school, just to give families a little bit of an idea of where their student may fall. If you had 6 days out or something like that already, it's gonna have an impact on what that looks like. And on the flip side, if you could be outperforming the average in the district and the grade level. So we think it's important for people to be aware, and all those absences are for a variety of reasons. So those are conversations that we'll have when we get to that point.
I also think related to the chronic absenteeism, so a lot of districts really struggle to improve in those numbers, and I want to give credit where it's due. Marshall Hill, probably driven entirely by Sean Ryan-Smith. So I heard she's the driver behind the whole thing. But Marshall Hill had some chronic absenteeism issues, and they have made a major effort to address it, and they've seen some really positive results. Ryan Smith and also Mrs. Garino, obviously. So, yeah, and then the other thing I just want to reiterate on the conference piece. So we said it a year ago. We'll say it again. Dan and I, and I think our whole admin team, but we were saying this last year, was that we're not married to a specific conference structure. What we want is the one that is most productive in relaying the information that families need. So obviously, as you know, we trialed something new last year that was brought to us by the teachers, and we did put out a survey to families and staff to see if we felt that was successful, and we're planning to put that out again this year. When the survey went out last year, it had the old option, the new method, and then other. And we think putting it out again, but not having a third option, because it kind of diluted the responses a bit. So anyway, we are going to again try to make sure that this is what we feel is going to be the most productive, especially since we are tweaking it a little bit with the shared data points. So hopefully, we can get some clear feedback on what to do going forward, and we'll plan a schedule next year that seems to be in the best interest of doing that.
Can I ask, so that means that you may be looking at next year's conferences differently and changing?
So we have an approved schedule for the same structure we have now, with the middle school and high school being in the Thanksgiving week, and then the elementary conferences being held relatively close to the end of the first trimester. So that's the approved schedule now, so that's what, we will say it is. But we're also going to take a look at what the feedback tells us. We had great turnout from the survey. Our staff and families responded, pretty good. We read a lot of the open-ended feedback, which is always fun, and we have made some changes, and we have listened to the feedback, and so we'll be very interested again after we go through the conferences this year to see how that feedback changes, and we'll do another survey. We'll tweak the survey a little bit as Dr. Kitchen explained, to just make sure we're keeping on.
I would love to revisit again. I brought this up about a year ago, and maybe the survey is the right way to do it, to get some input from all stakeholders about the elementary schools returning to a marking period structure versus the trimester structure, how the staff and the parents feel using the trimesters, and the amount of time in between communications that way, and seeing our kids' progress that way versus the versus having that extra marking period. Because in talking to other parents and staff members, I think there are quite a few people who feel that at an elementary level, having the marking periods, having that extra, having those report cards come out earlier may be beneficial. So I think that it might be helpful to get everybody's feel about that.
Sure.
Oh, I think that ties right into the conversation of I don't think we really care when the communication is taking place. We care that it is the most effective that it can be. So from our perspective, whatever is going to accomplish that is what we should be going with. We're not going to have a survey every single year. We just feel like after this past year, there were some follow-up questions that we had, and we wanted to revisit it just to make sure we are confident that what we're doing is the best. And so we'll see what the outcome brings. All right. And with that, we will turn things over to our student representative, Marina.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be back with the debrief of all the happenings from West Milford High School for the last month. First and foremost, we would like to extend a huge thank you to all of our local veterans and to any veterans who touched the lives as our friends and family members. From the entire West Milford High School community, we are grateful for you and we thank you for your service. On to the report. We're having an absolute banger of a year as far as fall sports are concerned. Bravo to the West Milford boys soccer team for their 1-0 win over Ramsey High School for the North 1 Group 2 state sectional title for the first time in school history. They took on Madison High School today at 1:45, and we sponsored a fan bus for the students who wished to watch the game. Unfortunately, we lost the game neck and neck, 2-1, but no matter what, we are incredibly proud of this group of boys for their accomplishments and sportsmanship the entire season. You represent what it means to be Highlanders. A huge congratulations to the marching band, which took home another title in the Group 4 Open Championship. They earned an overall score of 96.25, which earned them their first place gold medal. They also took Best Overall Effect for Visual Presentation and Showmanship and Best Percussion Technique. Very impressive. We are extremely proud of our band and color guard members for their exceptional performances. They also deserve recognition for their outstanding 25th annual tattoo performance, which took place this weekend, which saw our band and the high school pipes and drums, along with various other ensembles, celebrate the military members of our community and our unique Highlander band bagpiping culture. We also need to recognize our outstanding varsity field hockey team for their title as Passaic County champions. They battled it out in an intense overtime 2-1 victory over our annual rivals, Pompton Lakes, for this honor. They've been waiting for their time to shine, and this year is it. Congratulations to the team and the coaches all involved in making it happen. Our football team also deserves recognition for their achievement as the Patriot Red Super Football Conference champions for the first time since 2004. So that was awesome. And finally, we would like to congratulate the girls cross country team for their second place win in the Passaic County Conference for the second year in a row, and congrats to Kira Clinton for taking part in the Meet of Champions, coming in 8th in Group 2. Saturday, October 26th, we saw the high school and Macapin student councils post another successful spectacular. Many thanks to the club's organizations and community members who came out to host trunks for this phenomenal event. We are sure we had over 2,000 ghouls and goblins pass through. First place trunk went to the ambulance corps. The TV science classes and newspaper literacy art clubs hosted a Halloween costume contest with a $20 first prize sponsored by Dino's Deli and a second place prize of $10, third place prize of $5. Winners were Aurelia Paskovich with her dragon costume, Ariana Nobrega with her creepy ghoul, and Isabella Magnac as the Lorax. We also did say goodbye to our beloved assistant principal, Mr. Nick Polero, who had his last day on October 30th. We love you and we already miss you dearly. Thank you for all the many years of dedication and service to the students of West Milford High School. We would like to announce the performance of Noises Off this Friday, November 21st, and Saturday, November 22nd at 7 p.m. Tickets can be purchased on the website or at the door. I know I am excited to see another smash hit from our theater arts department. The Interact Club, Women's Empowerment Club, and Class Council and sponsoring the annual food drive, which is running November 14th to the 21st. Donations can be brought to your first period homeroom class. The annual on-site decision day is being held on December 11th, sponsored by our guidance department. This year we believe about 32 schools will be on the high school campus to conduct interviews and individual meetups with students to let them know on the spot if they are accepted to their institution. The application fees are typically waived or reduced for this day, and students will get to know then and there whether they are admitted, which alleviates some of the stress and pressures of waiting, both of which are awesome benefits for our seniors. Thanks to the effort of our great guidance staff, so thank you. In an attempt to spread holiday cheer, several of the high school clubs will be partnering to hold annual Alex Shimbolin Memorial Toy Drive. This drive, organized by Alex's mother, will benefit children who are too sick to leave the hospital over the holidays. The parent-teacher conferences are Monday, the 24th of November. The PTSO is seeking some small donations of little extras to go along with our catered meal for the teachers. Please see the Sign Up Genius on Facebook if you are able to help, or contact Nicole Petrosillo. Student Council and Yearbook have a potential holiday movie night in the works for the student body, and we are working with National Honor Society on an event where parents can drop off their kids so that they are able to do holiday shopping or take care of other errands while we provide babysitting and maybe even gift wrapping, so stay tuned. Finally, the holiday band concert is going to be held on December 11th, and the holiday chorale concert will be held on December 17th. Thank you so much.
Marina, thank you so much for that thorough report. I knew you'd do a better job of giving some of the details. I figured I would just lean into it and act like that was all part of the plan. So thank you for that. And that's all we got for our report.
And I have a motion to approve the October 14th workshop regular meeting minutes and the executive session minutes.
Motion to approve workshop regular meeting minutes from October 14th, or executive session from October 14th.
Second.
Voice vote, all in favor? Any opposed?
I'll abstain.
President's report. I just want to highlight, for the first time, I was able to go to the tattoo concert on Saturday, and I was blown away
by the talent of not only our band, we know our band is amazing and super talented, but the folks that they invited also. It was Pequannock, Clifton High School, the Claddagh Bag Pipes and Drums, and there's one other one.
South side.
South Side.
South Park.
Yeah, South Park. It was a pipe and drum band, and it was just a phenomenal night. And I left there and I texted Linda, Terry, and Claire, who were there with me, and I was like, thank you for like enjoying this with me, because it was like the best night. I really enjoyed myself. So kudos to our pipe and drums corps and our band parents association for putting that on. It was awesome. Do we have anybody signed up for a public comment, Mrs. Bertagno?
I don't have anybody signed up, no.
Would anybody like to speak on agenda items?
Move to close public comments.
Second.
Have a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I'd like to get a motion to adopt the agenda.
I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Sitovich, education.
I'd like to move items 11.2 to 11.8 under education.
Second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Bertagno?
Mr. Sitovich?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Marquardt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricano?
Yes.
And Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
We are gonna hold off on personnel until Claire gets here. So, Mr. Lippy, Ops and Finance?
Dave, okay.
You two can vote on
Yeah.
the, so I know it's noted as a recommended abstention. We were talking, it's not for the processing the payroll.
Because there's contracts with it.
So,
Yeah, you, yes, you're conflicted still, so you would be a recommended abstention for you, Ray, but for the two of you, it's not so we can go through with Ops and Finance.
Okay,
So Peter, Ops and Finance,
Ops and
please.
Finance.
you're on the air.
I'd like to move, live from Tokyo. I'd like to move forward, number 15.2 through 15.13 for approval.
Second.
Any discussion? No, Mrs. Bertagno?
Oh,
Mr.
you-
Oh, I'm sorry.
I did want to say something. I see on here the donation from Jen Powell of the batting cages, and I want to say thank you. Definitely an alumni giving back in a big way, and I'm sure it's much needed for softball and baseball, so I want to say thank you for that generous donation.
Anyone else? Mrs. Bertagno?
Mr. Sitovich?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes, with the required abstentions.
Thank you. Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Marquardt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricano?
Yes.
And Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
Policy, Mrs. Marquardt?
Before we go on for 1 second, I just wanted to point out that the esports, Dan, I know you've done a lot of work with this. I'm very happy to see it's officially a varsity sport now, so kudos to you and your team.
Yeah, thank you. It's been I guess a long time coming. We've been talking about it for years, and finally we're there. It was helpful that New Jersey School Board Association endorsed it and allowed us to move forward. So, great opportunity for our kids. Helps not just only esports, kind of helps our pathways and that umbrella of computer science with so many possibilities: video game design, esports, graphics, graphic design, all those things that come out of it. Broadcasting and event planning and all those types of things. So
I think we talked about that back in like 2019, and then we got sidetracked a little bit.
right before it was a thing. Right.
Yeah.
Policy, Mrs. Marquardt.
I'd like to make a motion to move items 17.2 to 17.4 under policy.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to make quick mention on the 17.3, you'll see the waiving of the first read for the new policy. The purpose of that is because we're approving the job description. We've been talking about it, it all aligns with what we've been discussing, but it would seem odd to have a job description for a policy that doesn't exist yet, so it's all being done in one read. However, it's not a new topic.
Any other discussion? Mrs. Bertagno?
Mr. Sotovich?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Marquardt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricano?
Yes.
And Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
Next we have committee reports, which are posted there. Did anybody have anything else to discuss that they wanted to bring up? Seeing as none. Like to close that. Any old business?
I don't know if this is old business, but I just wanted to mention, I know some of us all attended the veteran ceremonies. And I have to say that I am so thankful for the veterans in this community. I got to go to UGL and Macapan, and there were well over 30 veterans at either one of those, at each one. And it was, I just feel that they are bringing a sense of community and a real civic purpose into our schools for our kids, and they're meeting with them for different things. And I really publicly want to say thank you for them caring and taking the time and spending it in our schools with our kids, and how great a job all of our schools did in honoring those veterans. I want to say thank you, because it really, I was very moved by the ones I went to. So I want to say thank you publicly.
I want to follow up on that. I went to the actual one, and I was very impressed as well with the number of people that showed up. We had great-grandfather, grandfathers, fathers, brothers, and I think cousins or sisters as well. And shout out to the VFW for going to Aptua and helping them learn different things about the flag and different things about the country as well. And it was mentioned a few times. I cannot remember the gentleman's name, but there was one guy there that turned 91 on the day of, and they sung him happy birthday as well. And it was the entire school got involved. It was, Dr. Kitchen was there with us, and I was very impressed, happily impressed with it.
Any other old business?
Move to close old business?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any new business?
Move to close new business?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public comment. Is there anybody who would like to speak?
Will?
Anybody? Move to close public comments?
Second.
Executive session. Mrs. Marquardt, can you put us into executive session?
Sure.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
We may want to take
Yeah.
like a 10-minute recess
Yeah.
Okay.
or so, and then reconvene to come back on numbers 13 and 14. Those
Okay.
sections. So we can have a motion for,
I'll make a motion to take a 10-minute break.
maybe let's do 15.
You know, I'm gonna change that. I think it should be 15.
Thank you.
How long is
Second.
Can we, that's fine, unless, are we able to return from executive session to return to that? Can we do our executive session?
We can do executive session first. Yeah, yeah.
Because obviously we need to get to it, so we won't, so instead of adjourning to exec, can we go into exec and then?
Come back. We just would need to be.
I'm fine either way, just curious.
I have to make a motion to
Yeah.
undo my motion to take a 10 and then 15-minute break.
Your motion minutes?
20 minutes?
20 minutes?
If we stay focused.
30 minutes?
Make it 30 minutes so that we don't have to come back.
We
You can always come
We
early.
have to come back.
No, but
Yeah,
you
we have to
can
come
always
back.
come back early.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's better to be early.
A 30-minute executive
30
session.
minute, okay. I'd like to make a motion that the board go into executive session for the purpose of discussing personnel appointments, resignations, current litigation matters, special education matters, negotiations, HIBs, and matters of attorney-client privilege. The executive session minutes will not be released until such time as the privilege or confidentiality is no longer applicable. The board will be in executive session for approximately 30 minutes, and action will be taken when we come back.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
So are we on a 10-minute recess? And
No,
then-
no, we're on a
Exactly.
Thursday.
Follow my
We're gonna
motion.
come back.
I'm just
Okay, I
trying to
rescinded that
right
motion.
thing.
That was hard.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're on a high
year,
so
they're not able to do like more.
So 13.4 is okay without you.
Okay.
The rest we needed.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
All right.
thank you, Linda.
And so the abstentions are gonna be in there then, right? Or do I need to abstain?
Okay.
I'll
What do you
abstain. Everything but Aaron's all, you, Jim.
I'll take that.
Their money. And JJ goes, are you ready? There.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome back. That was a little louder than I anticipated. Welcome back. I'd like to welcome Mrs. Lockwood back to the days. And we're reopening the meeting with personnel, Mrs. Marquardt.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to move items 13.2 to 13.35, and then 14.2 to 14.6 under hand carry.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing as none, Mrs. Bertagna.
Mr. Sitovich?
Yes.
Mr. Guarino?
Yes.
Mr. Lippy?
Yes.
Mrs. Marquardt?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricano?
Yes.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Yes.
And Mrs. Lockwood?
Yes.
Great. And I would, can I ask for a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
I,
Aye.
wait,
But, vote.
did we vote on 13.4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to?
Modify what you're
I'm
recommending.
sorry, I missed it. I have to abstain.
I got it.
We have it in the,
It's.
We do have,
Oh,
it already
okay.
says it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, it did say, okay, so then I'm sorry.
Yeah, yes, with recommended abstentions. You're
Okay.
all good, Linda?
Okay.
Thank you, Linda.
I don't want.
but for the
to-
record,
You didn't hear
it's with abstentions, so.
I didn't, I thought it.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn at 7:55. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
7.
Have a great night, everyone.
Nailed it.
Great job.